Hidden beneath the purrs and gentle rubs, your cat harbors a silent language, a set of profound requests for love you may never have consciously heard. Most believe they offer everything, yet an invisible bond quietly erodes when these unspoken pleas go unanswered. What if the very essence of your cat's affection is built upon truths you never imagined? Let us unveil the first. The most powerful act of love, perhaps the most profoundly unglamorous, is simply unwavering routine. It offers no viral moments, no tender cuddles for a photograph. Yet, consistency, the rhythmic predictability of each day, forms the bedrock of your cat's entire sense of security. They are not creatures of spontaneous whims. Their inner world is meticulously constructed on knowing what comes next. A significant study in animal behavior revealed that cats living in unpredictable environments exhibit alarmingly high levels of cortisol, the very hormone of stress. The same food at the same time. Fresh water, always in its designated spot. A clean litter box, forever waiting where it always is. Your return through the door, roughly at the accustomed hour each evening. This is not boring, this is your cat's entire emotional foundation. And here lies a deeper truth: when your routine is solid, your cat doesn't just feel safe. They begin to do something most owners only dream of: they start to fully lower their guard around you. What this truly looks like will redefine your perception of them forever. Next, consider the profound act of simply letting your cat walk away. Have you ever reached out to embrace them, only for them to turn and leave? Most owners interpret this as a personal slight. But what if this moment is actually the most crucial test of love your cat will ever present? Cats stand as one of the few domesticated creatures who never surrendered their intrinsic need for autonomy. Dogs were selectively bred for companionship, eager to follow. Cats, however, chose to stay, a distinction that reshapes how they experience love entirely. When your cat walks away, they are not rejecting you. They are posing a question: do you respect me enough to grant me my freedom? And most owners, unknowingly, fail this subtle test. They scoop them up when they resist. They pull them closer when they try to depart. They pursue them into another room, craving just one more moment of affection. Each instance this occurs, your cat learns a critical lesson. They learn that proximity to you means losing control. And a cat that feels its control is compromised will eventually cease coming to you at all. The owners whose cats are shadows, sleeping beside them every night, rarely leaving their side, share one common practice: they allow their cat to walk away, every single time, without the slightest reaction. This isn't distance, it is the deepest form of trust you can offer. Third, speak to them softly, always. Do you ever find yourself chatting with your cat when no one else is listening? Perhaps narrating your day, greeting them upon entering a room, or simply whispering their name for no particular reason? Many feel a touch silly admitting it. But what if this seemingly trivial habit is one of the most vital things you do for your feline companion? A 2022 study from the University of Paris-Nanterre uncovered a revelation many owners miss. Cats can discern their owner's voice from a stranger's. Yet, here is the crucial distinction: they only truly responded when their owner used a soft, higher-pitched tone. The very voice you likely employ without conscious thought. When owners spoke in their normal adult register, cats barely registered it. But the instant that voice became gentle, warm, and directly addressed to them, their entire demeanor shifted. Ears swiveled, eyes softened, bodies visibly relaxed. Your voice is performing an invisible task: it is regulating your cat's nervous system. Every time you offer a soft greeting upon entering a space, narrate your morning as they follow, or murmur their name while they perch on the counter, you are constructing an invisible layer of safety. No toy, no treat, could ever replicate this profound comfort. Fourth, engage them in play as if they were truly hunting. When did you last genuinely play with your cat? Not merely tossing a toy across the room while scrolling on your phone, but truly, actively playing. Most owners fail to grasp the immense difference between merely entertaining their cat and profoundly fulfilling them. Cats are born hunters. It is not a personality quirk, it is hardwired into their very biology. Every indoor cat carries the exact same instincts as their wild ancestors: the stalk, the chase, the ambush, the kill. And when this primal sequence is never allowed to reach its natural conclusion, something deep inside them begins to quietly fracture. Cats deprived of a realistic hunt simulation don't just grow bored. They develop anxiety, manifest aggression, and in some documented cases, experience genuine depression. A study published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery revealed that cats with insufficient play stimulation showed significantly higher rates of behavioral problems and stress-related illnesses. So, what does authentic play entail? Move the toy as if it were alive. Slow it down, make it disappear behind a corner. Let it pause, allowing your cat to crouch, eyes locked on its prey. Then, a sudden burst of movement. Let them stalk, pounce, and finally, catch it. This sequence, stalk, chase, catch, is not just a game to your cat. It is the sacred ritual that whispers to their brain, "I am still who I am meant to be." And here is the beauty of it: when you are the one orchestrating that toy, your cat doesn't just see playtime. They see you as the one who understands them at their deepest, most ancient level. Fifth, grant them a place above your head. Why does your cat so often leap atop the refrigerator, or squeeze into the highest shelf of your closet? Most owners either chuckle at the quirk or become irritated by the audacity. But what if your cat has been desperately attempting to communicate a fundamental need for safety? Cats do not perceive the world as we do. For a cat, height equates to safety. This is not merely a preference, it is a primal survival instinct that has never left them. In the wild, an elevated position meant spotting threats long before they arrived. It signified control. It meant, "Nothing can touch me here." And that exact same ancient wiring courses through your indoor cat right now. A study in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that cats granted access to vertical spaces exhibited significantly lower stress levels compared to those in environments confined to horizontal planes. And this is where many owners unknowingly fall short. You might offer your cat an entire room, a sprawling house, abundant floor space. But if there is nowhere to climb, nowhere to sit above everything and everyone, your cat is living with a low-level anxiety you will never perceive on the surface. This doesn't demand expensive, elaborate furniture. A cleared shelf near a window. An old bookcase they are permitted to claim. Even a simple, wall-mounted perch beside your desk. When your cat perches high, looking down at the room with those slow, calm eyes, that is not an attitude. That is the first moment all day they have genuinely felt peace. Finally, the sixth, and perhaps most profound, act: remain absolutely still when they sleep on you. Have you ever found yourself immobilized on the couch for what feels like an hour, your leg numb, your phone just out of reach, all because your cat had chosen your lap for their slumber? Most people laugh it off as an endearing inconvenience. But what truly unfolds in that moment is the most deeply significant gesture your cat will ever perform. Sleep represents the apex of vulnerability for every animal. No defenses, no immediate awareness, no capacity for escape. In the wild, a cat would never, under any circumstance, fall asleep beside another creature unless they believed, with every instinct in their body, that absolutely no harm would befall them there. And when your cat consciously chooses to drift into the deepest sleep upon you, they are communicating something words could never convey. They are declaring, "You are the safest place I know." Remember when we spoke of maintaining a consistent routine, the very first point? This moment of profound trust, is where all of it leads. Every time you fed them at the same hour, every time you spoke softly upon entering the room, every time you allowed them to walk away without reaction, every time you played with them as if their wild instincts truly mattered, and every time you provided them a place to feel and control, you were constructing something invisible, yet infinitely strong. And when your cat finally curls up on you, eyes closing, slowly drifting off into sleep, that is not merely a nap. That is the culmination of everything you built, coming full circle. It is the ultimate declaration of trust, a bond so deep, so unspoken, that to truly grasp its meaning is to understand the profound, almost unsettling, truth of the 6 silent acts of love your cat has always desperately longed to receive.